Hello, Whitney. How are you?
Hey Sarah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you ready for today?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so today we're going to have a pretty exciting lesson, so I'm glad you're ready. So today we're going to be talking about something that is not only important in American culture or in English, um, but is important in every single culture in any language. And so today we're going to be talking about giving advice. Um, so advice is, just helping somebody with their problems. You're using your opinions on what you think would be best for that person. So who do you normally go to for advice?
Normally, I go to my mom for advice.
Why do you go to your mom?
I do normally go to my mom because she's more experienced. She's learned more lessons than I have, and she can give good advice.
Nice. I also go to my mom because she's like my best friend, and I go to her because she has experience and I can trust her. And I think that's one of the most important things about giving advice is that the person you're giving it to can trust you, and you're giving advice that is solid, that is important advice. So there are a lot of ways to give advice in English, but today we're going to just focus on three important bits of advice or ways to give it. So the first one is if I were you, and then we're going to focus on you should, and then you need. Okay, so these are what we're going to be focusing on. Um, so just looking at these, what do you think the difference is between these pieces of advice?
Well, first one, if I were you, kind of sounds like I'm offering my opinion on if I were you, I would do this because I think it would be better this way.
Right.
You should. That kind of sounds to me like there's there's maybe one or more options, but I think you should do this because I personally think it's probably the better way to do it, comparing it to the other
Right.
two. And then you need is more of a like like almost like an immediate action. You need to do this because it has to get done.
Right. Right. And so, yeah, exactly. If I were you, is just putting yourself in someone's position. So this one is a little more informal. Um, and then you should, like you said, there's two options. And those two options are either you don't have to do it or you can take the advice of the person who gave it to you. So it's informal, but it's also formal at the same time. And then you need, there's not really any option with that. That you need to do it. There's zero options. And so, exactly, that is a formal way to say things or to give advice. So, I'll give you a few examples, and then we'll go ahead and we'll try it out, and you can try out giving advice yourself. So, the first example, say I walk into class and I'm like, students, how do my shoes look? Do you love my brown boots that I picked today? And you could be like, Sister Lawson. And you could just be like looking at them. If I were you, I wouldn't have worn those brown boots today. Um, so it's a little less formal. And then for you should, um, like, if I am wearing brown boots, you could say, you should have probably worn red boots instead of brown boots. Or say you come to me and you have a problem. You're like, Sister Lawson, I'm struggling with English and I really need help with English. Um, then I could say, you should probably go to a tutor, or they have a time management class that is just right outside of our classroom, and it's on Mondays and Tuesdays at 8:30 in the morning to 9:30, and then you can decide for yourself whether you want to do one of those options or not. And then you need to say, your friend is just dying of sickness and they need medicine. You say, you need to go to the doctor, or you need to take medicine. There's not really an option there. They need to take medicine to get better. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to watch a few videos. Do you feel confident that you can give some advice?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So we're just going to watch 3 short videos. I'll play them a couple times so that way you can get some time to think about them.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. So the first one.
I can't find anything in my closet. I can't find anything in my closet.
Okay, so this person obviously has a problem with what?
She has a problem finding stuff in her closet.
So what should she do?
So she, I think, I would say, you should probably clean out your closet and get rid of things that you don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Give you more room and space.
You should organize. Yeah, you should organize. Okay. And then here's the second.
I wear this sock? Or should I wear this sock? This one? Or this one? What should I do? I wear this sock? Or should I wear this sock? This one? Or this one? What should I do?
Okay. And so she's obviously trying to pick out socks, and she said, should I wear this one or this one? So what kind of advice would you give for that?
I'd probably do that if I were you. Because I personally like the purple and the blue one better. So if I were you, I would wear the purple and the blue sock.
Nice. Okay, and then the last one.
Noah, I need you to take me to the store.
I don't know how to drive.
Noah, I need you to take me to the store.
I don't know how to drive.
Okay, so what's the main problem in this video?
So she needs to get to the store, but he can't drive. So I would probably say to him, you need to start studying to take your driver's permit test so that you can learn how to drive.
Exactly. So yeah, and what I love about all of those is you used every single one of the examples. And what is fun about those videos is that you can use any of these to fit each situation. They're interchangeable. But for the last one, you need to. He probably does need to get his driver's license. He does need to study for that test. So we're going to practice giving each other advice. Do you feel confident in giving me advice?
I can try.
Okay. So I have my own situation. So let's say I am so busy with my schedule. I come home from teaching and then I have to do dishes and my kids do not clean, and I have no time. What should I do?
Well, if I were you, I would give chores to my kids so that they can help out around the house so that I can take some time to rest and do other things that I need to do.
Nice. And what about you? Do you need some advice?
I do actually.
Okay.
I'm having trouble with math.
Okay.
I just
Same.
don't have the time. Yeah, I just thought, yeah, I need help with math, but I don't know who I could go to.
Okay, so on campus, there are a few tutors that could help you. So if I were you, you could go to a tutor. You should see a tutor, or you could look online. They have many places that can help you, like chegg.com. It teaches you how to do math, and it explains solution by solution. Um, so I hope today you learned a little bit more about giving advice and the different bits of how you can say what you want to say in different situations, whether it's informal or more formal. So if I were you, you should or you need. So I just challenge you to go out and to try and give people advice and to keep asking your mom for advice. And when you give advice, just um, put yourself in people's shoes and give advice that people could trust. So thank you, Whitney. Hope you have a good day.